Breaking news, the Miami Dolphins have their new head coach as they have hired Mike McDaniel, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about this hire from the Dolphins. A lot to talk about here, a lot to get into. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below, people. Make sure you are following me on all my social media platforms and make sure you hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. All right, so here we go. Mike McDaniel getting the job in Miami. He was a very, very hot candidate for a lot of teams. A lot of teams were looking at Mike McDaniel, and a lot of people out there, including myself, were big fans of this guy because if you've seen his press conference, you could see how he's really funny and charismatic. Now, again, that does not mean he would make a very good head coach. That has no correlation. I'm just saying it was just funny how unique and fun his press conferences were. Any which way, let's talk about Mike McDaniel, the coach himself. So he is relatively young. He's 38 years old, but he has been in the NFL or around the NFL for quite some time, since 2005, actually. He was an intern with the Denver Broncos, and most recently, he was the offensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers had a fantastic season. We know that. Their run game was incredible, and he was actually the run game coordinator for the 49ers a few years ago. So Mike McDaniel has gotten a lot out of this 49ers team when they've pretty much had a game manager and Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. So more credit to Mike McDaniel, and keep in mind Kyle Shanahan really is the guy there that runs the show. But, Mike McDaniel has risen up the ranks for a reason, and a lot of people wanted him as a head coach because, again, everybody in the NFL right now is obsessed with getting the next Sean McVay, right? So Mike McDaniel comes from that Mike Shanahan tree. You got Matt LaFleur, Zach Taylor, Sean McVay, these guys, and this is just the next level of trying to capture that. So as far as him being a head coach for the Miami Dolphins, now look, they fired Brian Flores when they didn't need to. So they really didn't need a head coach because Brian Flores was doing a great job, but they fired him for whatever reason. So if we take that aspect out of it, I really like this hire for the Miami Dolphins, and here's why. It's all about the quarterback. We know that. And so for the Dolphins, if Mike McDaniel can get the most out of Tua and turn Tua into an elite quarterback, I'm not saying he can't, but if he does, that's all that matters. Because it doesn't matter how good their defense is. It doesn't matter how good their run game is. It doesn't matter what happens with the rest of the team. If Mike McDaniel is able to get as much out of Tua as possible, and he's able to turn Tua into a very solid, maybe even an elite quarterback, then that's a win for the Dolphins. And so that's really the key here, because if you brought in a coach that was going to keep the team at a solid level but not develop Tua, you're probably not going to win a Super Bowl, because we've seen Joe Burrow, second year, you get an elite quarterback, a franchise quarterback, he can take you at least to the promised land, if not win it yet. We'll see if he wins the Super Bowl. But yeah, folks, that's why I like this hire, because I think Mike McDaniel has a chance, more than anyone really, to be able to get something out of Tua, and that's what the Dolphins probably looking at. I know he's young, but folks, that was the same thing said about Sean McVay, so I'm not saying he's going to be as good as McVay, but I do like this hire. And in Miami, where you've got a good defense, where you've got a good talent at the running back position, notably, being able to, get something out of Tua is going to be the biggest thing. Turning Tua around is all that it's about. Tua Tagovailoa becoming an elite quarterback is how the Dolphins become a good team. So I think Mike McDaniel is the guy to do that. I do really like this hire. I think this is the right one, and I can't wait to see what he can do. Sometimes with coaches like him, all they need is a shot, and we've seen what happens, right? We've seen what happens with these young, hotshot, offensive-minded coaches, and I like the direction Miami went because they need to focus on offense and the development of Tua Tagovailoa. And if Mike McDaniel can do that, then it's a winner for the Dolphins. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. I really like this hire for the Dolphins. What do you guys think? As always, thanks for watching.